Hello students, Ms. Slyman here with your notes on example C. And I came back on example C because polynomial gives us something that looks really tricky. And we don't see integers or rational numbers. But we really have to look carefully because what I see here, this number looks like plus or minus square root of 3. So let's think about that. Square root of 3, sure enough, very close, same number. And now this one, look at what we have here. So over in this part, I've got e to the negative 7. That means that this number is 0.0000000026. Basically, this is 0. So your calculator, because the square root of 3 is not exact, your calculator isn't getting exactly negative a half, even though it should be. So let's try and put in negative a half to our synthetic division. So negative a half, 4, negative 11, negative 12, negative 3, 4, negative 2, 2, negative 1, negative 12, positive 6, negative 6, positive 3. Sure enough, actually a negative a half is a root, not an imaginary. It looks like it's a repeated root. Let's do it again. Negative a half, 4, negative 2, 0, 0, negative 12, positive 6. Sure enough, it's a repeated root. But notice I start with 4x to the fourth. So instead of having x, I'm going to put in a divider line here. Instead of having x minus a half, we're actually going to have 2x plus 1, because it's negative a half, squared. And now I need to find my remainder. Well, my remainder, remember, since we've got the 2 here, let's think about this. This is actually 2x plus 1 times 2x plus 1. That's my 4x squared. I don't have the 4 here. I'm going to divide all of this by the 4 and get my x squared minus 3. Notice then, if we put it equal to 0, x is negative a half, repeated, and plus or minus square root of 3, like we anticipated. The alternative to write this out would be x plus a half times 4x squared minus 12. But when we factor, we never have fractions. We always have integers, which is why we want to write it like this instead. So even if you started with writing it as x plus a half times x plus a half, and then turned it into 4x squared minus 12, you need to turn that into this. This is the factored form that we're looking for because, again, only integers.